Welcome to the Senior Home Business Channel. My name is Matt. We're here to talk about senior living, self-improvement, and making money. You ever had one of those days where something should take 3 minutes to do and it takes 30? My gosh, I've had that today. It seems like this day has been the worst. But hey, it is 2022. It's the third day of the year. Let's have a great attitude. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We'd love your support. It would help the algorithm to get these videos out to others. Click the notification bell. We're doing lives every day now at the start of the year to get this information out to you. But don't hit the like button yet because you might not like it yet. So wait till the end to see if you like the video. And if you do, click it. If not, hit dislike, be fine. And always leave a comment down below. I would love to help you out in your senior home business or anything you're doing. So let's get to it. All right, senior living. We're going to talk today. What is in store for this industry for 2022? There's so much to digest. There's so much we've gone through the last couple of years, right, with the pandemic, and people are scared to death to put their loved ones in senior living communities, it seems. Throughout 2020, I didn't see any decline in my business at all. Matter of fact, that year, March and October of 2020, were two of the best months of our business. So I didn't see any decline. 2021, started hearing some more rumblings again, especially when a new variant is out. People are just like, man, come on. Is this a safe place for my loved one to go? Well, you have to look at, we're going to look at a couple topics today of an upcoming conference that's going to be going on in Napa, California. And it's going on, I think, in the Bahamas as well. And it's a bunch of senior living community people that are getting together, executive directors, investors, and everybody in the world probably that's involved in this industry are connected with these individuals. And these are the main topics they're going to talk about. And we're going to get into that in just a little bit. But with the uptick of COVID-19 and the global disruption with business and transportation, even some cities now are talking about going on lockdown again. So I can see why people are scared. But then again, you have to look at it this way. Most communities, and I say most because I don't know all the communities, right? Every resident is vaccinated, number one. And it's an industry norm now where all the workers are vaccinated. So if you're looking for a safe place to go and to hang out, might be a senior living community. But let's look at some of those topics that is going to be going on in this conference. I want to go over here in a little bit. Is number one, hiring and retaining staff in today's market. That is huge, right? It is. We've talked about in previous videos how it's so difficult for these communities. That's why we need to exercise patience as far as their staff. I mean, they're not paid very much. Typically, the conditions, their long hours, they get fussed at a lot. They get complained at a lot. I mean, just a lot of things going on. But they're going to talk about hiring and retaining staff. The next one, I love this one here. This one right here talks about changing the public's perception of senior living. Boy, that's going to be a challenge, right? Because again, what we just said a few minutes ago, 2020, 2021, people were shying away. Man, I don't know if I should send my loved one there. I don't want to send my loved one somewhere where they might get COVID or get Omicron or get some other variant that might be forthcoming, or go to a place where I can't see them because the restrictions of that state doesn't permit me to see my loved one. I got to look through a window and all that stuff. So what's the public perception of senior living? They're going to go over that a little bit. Strategies to accelerate growth. I mean, that's just a company thing. But look at the one right there in the middle, reaching the middle market. Boy, that is huge because this year we're going to look at probably about a 5 to 10% increase in the rates of senior communities, right? Across the board, RCFEs, whether it be a residential care home or whether it be a large community. That is astronomical when it comes to the daily budget, right, of individuals. Senior living is already expensive. I'm in the industry. You guys notice what I do. I'm a senior living advisor. And I help people. I help people get in these communities. We got one today. We got a tour tomorrow, and we're looking at $4,000 a month. Okay, $48,000 for the year. That is a lot. And I get a lot of people that come to me that are on SSI. They're making $1,200 a month. They got a little bit of pension. They got no long-term care insurance. None of that. And it's just expensive. When they hear the prices, they pull back and go, gosh, I cannot afford this. It's so sad because seniors today, their income is locked in, right? It's flatline, and it's a death flatline, right? Because it's not going to go up unless the senior has some investments that it's getting their money to go up, or whether they have a part-time job, which most of them don't, right? They're on Social Security, got a little bit of pension, things like that. So their income is going to remain constant. Well, assisted living prices are going to continue to rise. And as they continue to rise, then where do these individuals go? So they're going to talk about reaching the middle market, which is huge. I can't wait to hear some information about the future of telehealth. That's going to be amazing. You're talking about just some certain ways we could use technology today, electronics, to help individuals in today's, what we're going through today. So I'm excited about that. So that's a few things about senior living. I'm super excited. I've been reading articles about these different communities. They are partnering now. There's some portfolio growth, investments, innovation, operations. There's a slew of acquisitions. I'm right here reading my sheet and I can't even read it. A slew of acquisitions, management transitions. It's a regional reset, right? These providers are starting to reshape the industry. There's some brilliant people in this industry, and I would encourage you to, again, continue to exercise patience, but continue to exercise your due diligence to make sure your loved one gets to a great location. There's a tremendous amount of wonderful large communities, small residential care homes that are out there. In our business, what we do is we look at state reviews and we look at their reputation. And through the years now, we have family intel where families tell us, man, the food stinks, the care is great, and all that stuff. So if you're interested at all to know about the Senior Referral Academy, where we teach students across the country right now in 22 different states to learn and to do exactly what I do, go ahead and hit the number below. Man, you're talking about $100 a month. You can get into the academy, learn a profession that you can help others at no cost and make a great amount of money for you and your family. So I wanted to run that by you. Let's get into I got to look to the right here, man. I'm still trying to figure out some of my system here, but let's get into self-improvement. I want to give you one thing about self-improvement today, and then I want to get into making money because I got a strategy about long-term and short-term goals that is a little bit different maybe than what you're used to. But let's get into self-improvement. I want you to challenge yourself each and every day to wake up with a great attitude. Move in gratitude. Now, you probably have heard that a lot if you follow any sort of motivation out there, any sort of leadership training. But it's so revolutionary in my life, and it will be in yours too, if you just wake up on the right side of the bed. Now, you say, well, I'll wake up on the left side of the bed. I don't care, man. Wake up with the right side of the bed, on the right side of the bed with a great attitude. And one of the ways you can do it is, and I challenge you, this is not my idea. I learned this from someone else, and it's so true. I challenge you to go to the mirror and smile and see if you can have a bad attitude by doing that. You really can't. You're smiling at yourself. And I think that's a great way to start your day, with a smile. Start your day with a great attitude, because there's going to be a lot of things that go on throughout your work day, throughout your family time, where it's going to piss you off, right? Like I told you earlier in this video, things that should have taken 3 minutes have taken 30 minutes today. It seems like it's been one of those days that just would drag on. And did I get ticked off a little bit? Yeah, man, come on. We all do at times. At least I do. But looking in that mirror, having a good attitude will help you. So let's get into making money. All right, making money. Let's take down this thing here if we could. I want to get into something, show you some banners here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go ahead and hide that thing there. If you're interested in the academy, you can reach out to me. You see the number somewhere on the screen. But I want to talk to you today about long-term and short-term goals. And I want to do it a little bit differently, because when it comes to long-term goals, a lot of times I've heard over the years, set 5 years long-term goals. And your short-term should be somewhere between 6 months, 12 months, something like that. And I think, honestly, in today's society and the way things are moving so rapid, that's such a long time out there. Even if you're a large organization, you set a 5-year goal, a lot can happen in 5 years, right? I doubt very seriously got the same management team, leadership, salespeople. There are a lot of things are going to change, right? So you're looking at systems, but your long-term goal, I think you should look at 12 months. And whether that be especially from a solopreneur. Now we're a solopreneur, and that's myself. My wife is part of the team, so maybe we're, what is that called? I don't know, a duopreneur, two people together. I don't know what that's called, but we do have a third person coming on the team next Monday. We're hiring our first marketing director. She's a social service director right now of a skilled nursing facility. We're bringing her on board, and that's the kind of thing you can do in this business. But I've set long-term goals as 12 months, and so I'm already thinking today, January 3rd, 2022, what is my business going to look like in 2023, right? Because I want to start thinking that way. That's the visionary. That's the leader. That's the person. That's the driver of your company, meaning that's the person that says, you know what? Where we are today is not where we're going to be 12 months from now. These are the things that we're going to do. So that's your long-term goal, but you should get into your short-term goals, which is 3 months, especially as an entrepreneur. You should get into every 90 days, you evaluate your goals and you make some adjustments along the way. The reason you do it 3 months is because you want to make quick adjustments. You cannot wait too long. If you wait too long, you're going to be without any momentum. You're going to be without profits, especially if sales is not working, for you. You're not getting any leads. There was a time where, I did some Facebook ads, right? And I tried Facebook ads on my own, and it just didn't work. And I say don't work. I say it loosely because it does work for some people. I'm not bashing Facebook, so YouTube, don't hit anything on my video here. But I'm not bashing on it, but it just didn't work for me. So what I did was I hired a digital marketer. He came on board, and after about 5 months, the ROI was still zero. And then I brought on another digital marketer for about 10 months. And after going with her a little bit, the ROI was still zero. Now, I'm not blaming those two individuals either, but it just did not work. So I was looking at my business in 3-month compartments in terms, what does it look like? So I went 3 months, nothing. I tried again for 3 months, nothing. I'm doing the same thing right now with my billboards. I got billboards, I think I've told you in previous videos, in 5 different areas of the city, right? So I signed a 6-month contract to do this. That fits very nicely into my short-term goals because 3 months into it, I can tell if it's working. If it's not, now I'm locked in for the back half of the 3 months. But if it's real nicely, if nothing happens, then we're just going to bail out for 6 months. We're going to spend thousands of dollars, throw it out the window. Nothing happened, but I know it didn't work. But it got my brand out there a little bit. Now, if it does work at all, I bring in any kind of money, break even, I will continue to do the billboards. All right, fits real nice in my 3-month plan. And if we make money, man, we're going to take that 5 billboards into about 10. Okay, these are the 3 things you need to do to get your goals going. Number 1, clarity. You got to have clarification as to what you want to do and what you want your business to look like. Down to the very people that you target. Okay. And I mean that, like in my business, I target a 50 to 55-year-old male that is doing very well today and feels like they are at a place in their life because their mom sacrificed so much in her life. And now she's in skilled nursing, cannot fend for herself now, can't make it. And he feels obligated to help her out. That very person identified. Now, are there other people that can buy into what we're doing? Can we help out? Absolutely. But that's the individual I go for. So you need clarity. What is you want to do? Okay. And you want to attach a why to your vision, to your goals. If you don't, you're just doing it yourself. All right. You've got to have a why. The second thing is you got to have a plan. Now, what I mean by plan is there's got to be a system set in place. There's a system that's set in place in our business that if I'm not here, it can still run. My wife can do it. The marketing director we're bringing on will be able to do this. My family will be able to do this. There's a system that's set in place. I know what I want to do in my 3-month goal, in my 12-month goal. I can give you numbers on this video, but I'm not. So my competition might be watching. I don't want them seeing my numbers. So, but there's certain things that I've got. I was doing a consultation earlier today with one of my students, and we were going over this very thing. And this is how our business back in 2018 started, and it's how it is, why it is where it is today. We have established 3 and 12-month goals, but you got to have a systematic plan in place, and then you got to exercise some flexibility and be willing to adjust. If you're not willing to adjust, something will always go wrong, right? Something will always you're going to need to tweak something. It just doesn't work. The Facebook ad thing didn't work for me. Billboards might work. Working with social workers is working. That's 80% of our business. And we're trying to get that down with our marketing director out, hitting the pavement, knocking on doors, getting some more leads. So those are 3 things I want to talk to you about today. Senior living. We're going to bring you information every day about the industry, as well as how to make money. And what's the 3rd thing we always do? Self-improvement. Hope this helps. And again, if you're interested in learning more about establishing a 6-figure income working out of your house, text me below. It's $100 a month. Get you started. You won't regret it. I promise you. Talk to you later.